Okay, welcome to Mastering Audio Issues. We're going to look at the album Wine Light by Grover Washington Jr., recorded in 1980, released in 1981, and 1981 got Grammy Award for Best R&B Song for Just the Two of Us, which is the track we'll look at today, and got a Grammy Award for Best Jazz Fusion Performance in 1982. Got up to number 2 on Billboard's Hot 100. In 81, it was the Billboard Top Jazz Album. So, well-known track. Everybody's heard it. It did very well. It was a great song, great album, produced by Ralph McDonald, who played percussion, and Marcus Miller on bass, Steve Gadd on drums, Eric Gale guitar, Richard T on the Rhodes, Bill Withers on the vocals. So what we're going to look at here is the HD version. HD Tracks has a remastered version up in 192 kilohertz, high resolution, 24-bit, and so we're going to look and see if it's like the original. The original sounded so good, it's kind of hard to hurt it, but we'll just take a look at it, see what it looks like. When you bring up the waveform for the original, it looks like this, and it looks good, sounds good, everything's right. You zoom into the waveform, and it looks good. There's no clipping recorded at all anywhere. Now we'll bring up the HD track and we'll see what it looks like. And you can see it has a pretty sawed-off look to it. They decided they would raise it 4.1 dB, and it looks like they did that across all the songs. So I'm not sure how they did it, but it's a little odd that it was exactly 4.1 dB. And it squashed the dynamics of it, obviously. But worse than that, it also squashed the peak waveforms, so that at countless places there, it's squared off when you zoom in, like this. And this, and this, and this. It's all the same waveform in different programs, just to show you that it really is that way. So that's a bad thing. You don't ever want to see that. And so what we'll do is we'll go to Isotope's RX4 and we'll loudness match to this HD track and see what those waveforms look like. See if the machine did as well as they did. And then I'll do it the hard way, remastering the whole thing with several passes, several different compressors, and try to match. I will match the level that they came up with, except without harming the waveform. So anyway, let's take a look, and if we have time, we'll see if we can take a listen too. Okay, here's a look at the chart of the original CD, the HD remaster, and the loudness matched version, and my remastered version, as well as the MP3, but that's virtually the same as the original, so we will ignore that. If you look at the LUFS or LKFS figure, it's the overall average loudness for the entire track. Original is minus 16.8, and the new one is minus 12.7, so that's an increase of 4.1 dB. Pretty substantial. The maximum peak is a problem. At minus 0.6, it was a little close to the edge. We're looking for a -1 is what we're looking for, and that gives us some headroom for different equipment, different converters, and so on. So minus 0.6 on the original was only at one point in the entire song, only one brief instant, one peak waveform. So not bad at all. And the HD version, there are countless peaks at 0. That's very bad. You don't ever want to see that. If you look over at the loudness matched from RX4, we got it to -1 on the peaks, which is perfect. And it's still got the dynamic range in the ballpark, and it's matching their loudness level. And if you look at the one I did, the same thing, the loudness level is matched. The maximum peak is -1 where it's supposed to be, and the total dynamic range is in the ballpark too. Just to recap, here's a zoom in at one spot on the waveform, and the first one we see is the original, and then the clipped 192 version. The next one is the RX4 version, which does a great job with one button, and the last one is my version. Now we'll listen to the 4 versions, just a few seconds, maybe 20 seconds of each. The original, then the 192, then the RX4, and then mine, and see how they compare.
Just the two of us, we can make it if we try. Just the two of us, just the two of us, just the two of us, building castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I. Just the two of us, we can make it if we try. Just the two of us, just the two of us, just the two of us, building castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I. Just the two of us, we can make it if we try. Just the two of us, just the two of us, just the two of us, building castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I. Just the two of us, we can make it if we try. Just the two of us, just the two of us, just the two of us, building castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I. We look for love, no time for tears. Wasted water's all that is, and it don't make no flowers grow. Good things might come to those who wait.
Okay, to recap, we saw and heard a little bit of the original, the HD remastered at 192, the loudness matched from RX4, and remastered to the 192 level, not because it needs it, but just as an exercise to show how it's supposed to be done without destroying the waveforms. And so we've hopefully learned something here, and if you have any comments or questions, please let me know, and we'll see you next time on Mastering Audio Issues.